What's up everyone, Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So we're going to go over resource management today. Alright, I always have people asking, how do I get this many keys? How do I get this much game cash? How do I get these parts for this car? How do I get these parts for that car? So we're going to cover all that stuff in this video today. I know I've made these a couple times before, but every once in a while I like to bring out a new one because I know not everybody goes back through the old videos and watches them and stuff like that. So here's another resource management video, and this is one of the most important things you're going to learn in this game. And unfortunately, a lot of it has to do with patience in waiting and grinding. Grinding and patience, guys. Grinding and a lot of patience. If you enjoy this content, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell and set those notifications to all so you don't miss any good uploads. Also, don't forget to check this video's description for a link to join my Discord server and to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. First off, fusion parts. When there's an event running, alright, there's often going to be free crates or crates that you can spend your keys for. So when the events are going, whatever cars are used for the events, there's almost always going to be a crate up there where you can get parts for that car, which is awesome. All right, that's the first way to get parts. There's one more way, which is buy and strip cars, which is not as easy actually. If I buy a BMW and I strip a BMW, it's going to drop fusion parts for a BMW that I can use on any other BMW in the game. If I buy and strip a Hyundai, it's going to give me Hyundai fusion parts. But if the car does drop stage 6 parts, let's just say I strip a Honda Civic, I'm only going to get stage 6 parts for the Honda Civic. If I strip a Bugatti Belclair, or whatever that thing is, I said that wrong, but you know what? What am I talking about? There's no Bugatti Belclair. Anyways, if I strip that imaginary car, it's only going to drop stage 6 parts for that imaginary car. I don't know what I'm talking about this morning. It's too early. So basically, you can strip cars, you can open crates, or you can look around the map for events. And if the event is using a specific car, it's probably going to drop some parts for that car. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Alright, so you want to know how to get a bunch of game cash. People always ask me, how do you have so much game cash? Well, the truth is, I've been saving it for a couple of years. Alright, do not upgrade any car that you do not have to. I try to upgrade one car per season. Now, as a new player, you're going to have to upgrade a bunch of cars to get through the Legends events, the Tempest events. All your game cash is going to be sunk into upgrading cars to get through these events. Once you get through that stuff, stop upgrading cars, right? I upgrade the Prestige Cup car every season, and that's really about it. All right, unless there's some sort of event, my game crashed. Unless there's some sort of event available where I need to upgrade the car to do the event, I pretty much don't upgrade any cars anymore unless I absolutely have to, or if I get something that's super amazing. And it's still going to take me a really long time to save my game cash. So what I need to do is I need to go out to the map and I need to live race, run showdowns, or run the highest regulation race possible over and over and over and over, preferably with a tier 5 car. Tier 5 cars give you the biggest payout, okay? Now on Showdown, it seems like all cars give you the same amount of payout. On this new Pro League Showdown, it seems like you're getting about 5,000 cash per win, which is actually kind of low. That's the one thing I hate about the Showdowns, is the cash is low. Now, if you take a nice tier 5 car, all right, into pretty much any race except for a Showdown, after you finish the race, you're going to get 12 to 14, maybe even more, 14, 15, I don't know, 16,000 game cash. All right, let's see how much game cash I got for winning this. All right, this was just a little crew cup or a token cup race, and I just got 12,950, so roughly 13,000. On live races, I think you're going to get a little bit more than that when you win. So honestly, it's all about taking a tier 5 car and racing races over and over and over and over and over and over, as many as you possibly can per day, and not upgrading cars that you don't need to upgrade, and eventually that game cash will slowly go up and up and up and up. All right, I actually had over 60 million game cash the other day, and then the Elite Tuners events come out, and there was like 5 or 6 Elite Tuners cars I had to upgrade. And guess what? I went from like 60 million down to 19 million in a 2 or 3 week period. It felt like that cash went fast. So if you sit there and you just keep upgrading everything you get, you will always be broke, guys. You will always be broke. So the key to everything is hoard your resources. Don't spend them if you don't have to, and just run as many races as possible, preferably with a tier 5 car. You know, tier 1 doesn't pay much, tier 2 doesn't pay much, tier 4 and tier 5. Tier 4 pays around 8,000 a race, tier 5, 12, 13, 14,000 per race. So you want to shoot for a tier 5 car on live racing or on daily events. I think the very fastest but most annoying way, because you're actually guaranteed the win, is to come into the T5 regulation race here, set it to pro. That's going to pay 11,500 per race. After you finish the race, you're actually going to get a little bit more. So it's either this or live racing, okay? But this is definitely the fastest way, but this is the most annoying. Live racing is probably the most fun, but it's going to take a little longer, especially if you're not winning every single live race. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. Resource management for your silver keys. All right, so let's talk about getting and saving your silver keys. This is one of the most important things in the game, to tell you the truth. So, live racing. See how it says 0 out of 15? If I win 15 live races, I'm going to collect a small amount of bronze keys, and it's also going to give me like 20 silver keys, and you can do that twice per day. So, 40 silver keys per day. I know that doesn't sound like much, but if you can win 30 live races per day, you are going to collect 40 silver keys. All right. That's 560 silver keys per season. I'm sorry, guys. Every time you win the 15 live races, you get 10 silver keys. All right. If you do that twice a day, you're going to get 280 silver keys during the two week period of the season. Now it takes 750 750 keys to guarantee that you get the Prestige Cup car every season. So you know what, 280 doesn't sound like that much, but it's actually a pretty nice amount. So please, please, please do your 30 live races per day. After you win the first 15 and you collect the keys, you do have to wait 8 hours and then come back. So get up in the morning, man. Get up, jump on, do your 15 races. Before you go to bed, do your next 15 races. Get those silver keys from the live racing, guys. It's a huge help. I know you're going to, oh, getting 10 keys twice a day doesn't sound like that much, but trust me, it's a big deal. Run your daily battles, guys. Not always, but sometimes the daily battles will drop you, I don't know, 10 or 20 keys. So make sure you do these every day, guys. It's very important to run all the little daily races that give out keys. So what you want to do next, after you got your live racing, that'll definitely give you some keys guaranteed. Do your daily battle. Sometimes it drops the keys. Let's see if it drops some this time. All right, what am I gonna get? See there, I got 13,000 game cash. That's pretty good. Nope, that time I got 50 gold, which is actually pretty nice. I will take it. Don't forget to do your daily battles, because those give out a lot of nice little resources. Whatever gets dropped from the daily battles is always random, guys. All right, you never know what it's going to drop, but you can do a couple of those per day. Every 4 hours, pop on, do a daily battle, and get some prizes. So that's a big help, honestly. If you're in a crew, as your crew earns points, you're going to collect these milestone prizes. For example, once we hit 7 million, there was 20 keys. At 3,400,000, there was 20 keys. There's just going to be a bunch of little stuff all over the place that helps you collect your gold, your bronze, your silver keys. Silver is the most important to save. Do not spend your silver keys, guys. Do not spend them on anything except for trying to get the Prestige Cup car every season. All right. I'm going to tell you why. When you're a new player, you might actually start spending your keys, but you're going to want to stop at some point and hoard those things. All right. The only thing I do with my silver keys is when the Prestige Cup car comes out in the crates, I pull until I get it, and then I stop, and I don't touch the silver keys again until the next season. And I really urge everybody to do that. All right, stop spending those keys. And I actually saved up for several seasons. I stopped spending completely until I had about somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 keys saved up. And that's when I started trying to pull the Prestige Cup car again. So you want to save at least 2,000 keys, guys. Save at least 2,000. All right, that'll be the best thing you can ever do in this game, is stop pulling. If you don't need to pull those cars out of there, stop. All right, stop and just save for a few 2-3 seasons, guys. That's all it takes. When you open those random silver crates, they're almost always going to give you junk cars anyway. She's going to give you the same 1-star and 2-star and 3-star cars that you already have over and over and over. So you always want to wait till there's the 10x chance for a specific car in there, because, you know, after so many pulls, you're guaranteed to get that specific car. Did we crash again? Man, this game is bad, this update. At this point, you're just going to check all these little events that are on the map. New stuff pops up every couple of days. Make sure you check these things and look to see if any of these are giving out keys. And if they are, make sure you do them. So the bronze keys, the gold keys, the silver keys, it's all the same thing. You know, live racing is going to give you the bronze and the silver. The gold keys are actually extremely hard to get. So if you see an event on here that's giving out some gold keys, make sure you do it if you got the cars to run the event, because I probably get 10 gold keys per month, and that's about it. So what I like to do is save up as many gold keys as I can, at least like 100 or 200. I don't pull any gold keys until I know I have enough for a loyalty reward, and I'll show you this in just a minute. So right now we got a 20x chance for these 3 cars and a 10x for this. This was this season's Prestige Cup car, so a lot of you guys had to pull that. But these 3 cars in here, personally, I'm not wild about any of these 3 cars. All right, the 20x chance cars here, I'm not wild about these. I'm not going to spend my keys to try and get these. So currently I have 102. It's going to take me, I think, 70 keys to guarantee that I get one of these. All right, it's not easy to get that 102 keys, guys. That took like months to save up. All right, that took many months to save up. So I'm gonna wait till there's something spectacular in one of these crates. Like I recently pulled the Gamera out of a crate last season, because that was amazing. It took me my 70 keys to get it. The Gamera is a beast, so I had to pull that out of there. These 3 cars are nice, but nothing special. This Prestige Cup car, that kind of sucks, right? The only reason I upgraded this is I needed to do it to get the RP and stuff out of the Prestige Cup. If that wasn't if I didn't need to upgrade that car, I would not have messed with it, because it sucks. All right, sometimes you do got to pull to get some cars you don't want for the Prestige Cup or for some events or whatever, but hey, is what it is. Most of us don't have a lot of money we can dump onto the game, so we got to be really picky and choosy and hoard all our resources and be careful what we spend them on. Alright, so I think that pretty much wraps it up on the keys. The gold keys are not easy to get. Just make sure you look all over the map, okay? Look on the map, do the couple things I showed you here to get your keys, and look on the map and make sure, you know, you do any little event that you can that's giving out keys as a prize. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. I think the last thing we need to talk about is our gold. Right now I have 14,780 gold. How did I get all that gold? Well, I've been saving that for years as well. All right, just do all your little daily races, do your daily battles, all that stuff. The game drops you a little bit of gold here and there just from doing events and completing races and stuff like that. I don't really spend my gold too much, except for I do refill my gas tank with it. Like when I do my live streams, or if there's a wild card running, I might refill my gas tank a couple times. If I can't watch the ads, all right, let's just say the ads aren't working, I might spend 40 gold on Saturday or 60 gold on Saturday to fill up my tank. You know, Now on the live streams, I probably spend more gold than that, but on an average wild card, I might spend 20 to 40 gold to refill my tank to earn some points for my crew. But if the ads work, I watch the ads first. So a lot of people wonder, hey, should I spend my gold on these cars? There's a lot of times where there's going to be some cars in the dealership available for gold, and most of the time those gold deals are terrible and they're expensive. It'll be like, I don't know, 7,000 gold or 10,000 gold or something. Sometimes you'll find a car in there for like 3,000 gold, and that's pretty awesome, but make sure you really want it and you really need it. Okay, it's not a quick process to save the gold up. Okay, so I don't really recommend buying cars with gold unless it's absolutely necessary. All right, because you want to make sure you have plenty of gold saved up for refilling your gas tank, or when there is an event that's coming up and there is a really awesome car in there and you're like, I need this car, but I spent all my gold on these other cars that were junk. Oh man, now I can't get the really awesome one. So save the gold for really important things. Okay, save the gold for really important things. You got to hoard all these resources. You got to be extremely picky, extremely choosy about what you do with your gold, guys. All right, you can't just sit there and spend it all, or you're going to be broke all the time and you're never going to have nothing good. When something good does pop up to spend your resources on, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get it if you just keep spending all your gold. So yeah, guys, don't spend your gold. Hoard that stuff. Hoard that stuff. I understand that most of you guys are going to want to spend your resources. I know that it's not easy to sit there and not spend stuff. I know it's hard to save it. A lot of people have like spending problems where I got to buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, get this, get that, spend this. I had a really hard time stopping the use. I had a really hard time not using my silver keys. All right, I used to, every time I got silver keys, bam, I'd open a crate and pull a car. Bam, open a crate and pull a car, over and over and over. And it took so much self-control and willpower to stop doing that. It wasn't even funny. But once I actually stopped doing that, guys, it was such a big difference. It wasn't funny. It helped out so much. It's yeah, it just helped out so much. It's just such a good, awesome thing to do. All right, guys, I think that pretty much wraps this one up. And yeah, you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that little bell, set those notifications to all, and hopefully this video helped out. All right, we will catch you later. Don't forget to check out my new YouTube channel either. Link in this video's description. See you guys. Bye. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. That really helps me out a lot. Also, click that little bell and set the notifications to all if you don't want to miss any good uploads. That way Google will notify you when I upload some stuff. And don't forget to check out the description of this video. You can find a link to my Discord server and my reaction channel, which I just started up, my new reaction channel on YouTube, guys. Check it out, check it out. I'd love to see you guys on the Discord and over on the other channel. So anyways, let's get back to the video.